This case before the court, what's going on?
Well, I have a son named Tanner Wilson, and he has a daughter with Nikki. And Tanner's in the military. Nikki is off at school, but she's not helping do anything.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. A grandmother steps into court, not out of anger, but exhaustion. She's been raising her grandchild alone while the parents live completely different lives. One in the military, the other chasing college and social media. But here's the real question. When responsibility gets passed around like this, who's actually accountable?
I've been raising their child for the past 6 months, so I'm not getting any help or assistance or anything from her.
Okay.
So I need some type of child support from her.
And where is Tanner?
Tanner's in the military.
Oh, he's
in the military.
So when you say he's in the military, he's away in the military?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Nikki, does she visit with the child? Does she bring?
Right from the start, the grandmother lays out a clear claim. She's been the sole provider for 6 months. Legally, this matters. Court, look at who is actually supporting the child day to day, not just who gave birth. But emotionally, you can already feel the weight here. She's not just asking for money, she's asking for fairness. What would you have done in her position?
Any groceries?
She doesn't do anything. I mean, she went off to school. She's in New York, so she'll come home sometimes and get her on, breaks or something. But half the time when she's home on breaks, I don't even know she's home.
Oh, wow.
So she doesn't really do much of anything for Sterling.
So she will come into town and not see her child?
Yes.
How old is Sterling? 2 years old. Does she go to daycare or anything?
Yeah, she goes to daycare, and I pay for all of that.
How much is daycare?
Oh, gosh. $200 a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Miss Nikki?
I just, see her.
Now, this is where things start to shift. The mother isn't just absent. She's reportedly in town and still not seeing her child. That's not just a financial issue anymore. That's emotional neglect territory. Judges take that seriously, because parenting isn't part-time. So ask yourself, does showing up only when it's convenient still count as being a parent?
Okay. All right. Miss Nikki, why are you not being a good mom?
It's not that I'm not being a good mom, it's just that I'm in school full-time.
Okay.
And
so being in school full-time means you can't be a mom?
well, I'm away at school. So on my breaks, I go home.
Away at school means you cannot be a good mom?
I am going to school full-time. The point is when I got pregnant, I didn't want to have a child. I was in school. I didn't want that for myself.
Okay, but the baby is here now.
She is.
She's 2.
Here comes a defense, and it's shaky. Nikki claims being a full-time student limits her ability to parent. But legally, that argument doesn't erase responsibility. The court doesn't excuse parenting duties based on lifestyle choices. And when she admits she never wanted the child, that changes everything. Did that moment just reshape how you see her side?
So besides going to school, what else do you have that defines you as a good mom?
I mean, I do what I can.
As in what?
As in,
she just said
she's here
that,
now.
Excuse me, she just said that you are not providing any financial information and you barely come to visit the child when you're in town.
Like I said, when I got pregnant, I did not want a baby. She was like, I wanted a granddaughter. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, I get it. So because you didn't want Sterling and she did,
we had a
her
whole agreement
responsibility.
before.
Now we uncover a critical detail. There was an agreement. The grandmother would take care of the child while Nikki stayed in school. But here's the problem. Informal agreements don't override legal responsibility. You can't sign away parenting. And now that reality is catching up. So the question is, was this a misunderstanding or avoidance?
How long do you have left in school?
I have a year left.
So Sterling is going to be with her another year, and then another year, and another year, she's just gonna raise the baby.
No, I will have a job by then. I'll be working.
Okay.
She's 2. She won't remember any of it.
I'm just gonna play like you did not say that.
She won't. I mean, I when I go home, I see her, we FaceTime, all of that.
You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't understand.
This moment is shocking. She won't remember any of this. That line alone could damage credibility in court. Judges look at mindset, and this suggests detachment, not responsibility. Parenting isn't about what a child remembers, it's about what they need right now. Do you think that statement just cost her more than she realizes?
So is it true what she said about you being on social media, going to clubs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I am an influencer. So I try to get
wait a
brand
minute,
deals.
hold on. You said you're in school full time, you don't work?
Correct.
But influencers get paid.
I haven't gotten paid
Come
in
on,
a
make
while.
it make sense.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
But you get paid
Yes.
and you can send money for Sterling, right?
Yes, and I do.
And you don't.
Now, the contradiction hits. She claims financial struggle, but admits to being an influencer earning money. That's a legal turning point, because once income is acknowledged, child support becomes unavoidable. You can't claim an ability while showing capacity. So what's the truth here? Struggle or selective responsibility?
I do what I can. I am in school full time. I don't know what else. This is so crazy to me, like why we're right here right now, because
we're here right now because grandmother needs some financial assistance for her
chose
child.
this life. Grandmother chose the life.
You know what?
I didn't choose this life. However, I love my daughter to pieces. I don't regret anything. However, I would have liked to.
So grandmother chose this life.
Yes, grandmother wanted to take care of her. It's okay, I'll take care of her while you're in school. And all of a sudden, something changed, which is why we're sitting here now.
Can you believe this?
I really can't. I mean, I expected you to help, at least.
The argument shifts again. Blame gets redirected to the grandmother. You chose this, but the court doesn't see it that way. Helping raise a child doesn't mean replacing the parent. And emotionally, you can see the frustration building. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about ownership of responsibility. Who really chose this life?
You and Tanner's daughter.
This is what you wanted.
But I thought you were going to help.
You were going to take care of her.
I thought you were going to still be a good mom
Miss
to
Nikki,
Sterling.
you are so unbelievable right now. You are the mom. She is the grandmother.
Exactly.
What part of that don't you understand?
I understand all of it. We had a whole agreement that she would raise the child until I was out of school. So when I come home, I do see my child. I do.
Barely.
You know what?
But I don't know what changed. I don't know if she got a little boyfriend or something.
What difference would it make if she had a boyfriend? That is none of your
chose
business.
This life.
Excuse me.
I could have waited.
You chose this life. You had the child with Tanner. Miss Wilson, Miss or Mrs.? I'm sorry.
Miss.
Miss Wilson did not have the child.
Now, the judge steps in firmly, and this is crucial. She draws a clear legal line. The child belongs to the parents, not the grandmother. This is the turning point where opinion becomes ruling direction. Courts don't negotiate responsibility, they enforce it. Did this moment change how you see the entire case?
Well, what we're going to go ahead and do is get Miss Wilson the proper financial support that she needs to take care of your daughter. So you understand, and let me repeat it again, your daughter. So you don't walk out of this courtroom believing that someone else has the obligation of taking care of your child. She does not have to step in and do anything.
She does not, but
she's
she chose
doing
to.
it. She's
so don't
doing
complain
it.
about it now. Don't complain about it now.
Well, you know
chose
what?
to do this.
I don't need you to complain about these numbers when I read them off to you, okay? So, Miss Wilson, Tanner, you say he's in the military. Do you know how much money he makes?
I don't know.
Okay. Health insurance. I know typically they have decent health insurance in the military. Do you have any idea of how much that costs?
About 108. Tanner takes care of that part.
Okay, Tanner takes care of that. So let me just make sure I make a note of that.
Here comes the financial breakdown. When exact income isn't available, courts often default to minimum wage calculations. It's a standard legal method to ensure fairness without delays. But notice this, the system is now stepping in because the parents didn't step up. Could this situation have been avoided entirely?
You're influencing. Let me ask you a question. How much money are you getting off of that consistently?
Consistently, I would say maybe $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month? And you haven't sent her anything?
I mean, I had books to pay for.
Right, so your books cost $2,000?
Yes.
Are you getting financial aid from school?
I have maxed out all my financial aid. I maxed out all. I don't know what else to do. I'm doing what I can. Like I said, I'm doing what I can.
Have you ever considered moving from New York? I know it's expensive to live there.
No, I have a huge internship. Why would I? No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so your internship is more important than raising your daughter?
No, it is not. But I am doing this for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So
that's what you believe. That's fine.
that is what I know. I'm doing this for my daughter.
Well, what I know is you're getting ready to pay child support. So
this is the final nail. She admits earning around $2,000 a month. That destroys her earlier argument completely. Legally, that establishes clear ability to pay. And once that's proven, child support is no longer optional. It's mandatory. So ask yourself, was this ever about inability or just priorities?
Since you don't have any financial information on Tanner, we're going to set his child support at minimum wage. We're also going to set your child support at minimum wage, okay? I'm going to order that Tanner maintains the health insurance, and then I'm also going to have you reimburse half of that health insurance back to him. So, no, not reimburse half of it. You're going to reimburse the back pay, because I'm going to order you to pay back pay as well. She said 6 months. So Tanner is going to maintain the health insurance at 108, okay? There will be no reimbursement on that part of it, because what I'm going to do is have you pay monthly child support at minimum wage, which is $219, as well as back pay to grandmother. So $219 multiplied by the past 6 months, Tanner's portion is $657. Your portion is $657. That's to be paid at $50 per month. So each parent's child support obligation to grandmother is $269 per month.
Are you happy now?
No, are you happy now? I know I'm happy because...
And just like that, the court delivers its decision. Both parents are now financially responsible, and the grandmother finally gets support. But beyond the numbers, this case exposes something deeper. Responsibility can't be delayed, denied, or delegated forever. So what's your take? Was the ruling fair or too late? If this case stunned you too, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you back.
Good to see you.
Okay, all right. And the last time you were here, we were here for your daughter. You had both her children. Mm-hmm. Okay, who is this?
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kid now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us really nothing.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit hard. A young mother, a newborn baby, and grandparents who never signed up to raise another child. Yet here they are, back in court. But what makes this case explosive isn't just responsibility, it's attitude. Because as the truth unfolds, you'll start asking yourself, where does accountability really begin?
Excuse me, Ms. Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her?
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Missing?
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
Right away, you can feel the tension. The grandparents aren't just tired, they're overwhelmed. They've already raised one generation, and now they're being pulled into raising another. But here's the real question. When family steps in out of love, does that automatically make it their obligation? Or is someone quietly taking advantage?
The
They all up
child.
in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from here, okay? All right.
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child
Okay.
living with us.
How old is this?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes, and
So
I'm trying to.
he's a mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
Pretty
were doing.
much. If I could take it back, I would, honestly. But
If you could take what back?
Really?
everything that's happened over the last
Now, things take a sharp turn. The daughter hints at jealousy, then casually admits she went missing at 16. That's not just drama, that's a red flag. The judge immediately shuts it down, but you can tell there's a deeper story here. So ask yourself, is this about immaturity or a pattern of avoiding responsibility?
yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm
You're
going
right.
to
I love
I'm
him.
going to act like you did
You
not
love
just say
him?
that.
Yes.
I'm going to act
Show
like
it.
you did not just say that.
Wow.
And we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy who you passed off to your parents. Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
And then comes the moment that changes everything. A 6-month-old baby left with grandparents full-time. When the mother calls it a mistake, the emotional weight in the room shifts instantly. Because now this isn't just about money, it's about mindset. Did that comment just reveal how she truly sees her own child?
Any of that. And at the baby shower, they let me know that if it was anything that I need, they would be there.
Right.
And I need
They-
them right now.
wait a
and
minute.
So they should be here.
Hold on.
Excuse
Let's
us?
rewind. Mrs. Paul, give me 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute. Let's rewind something. They threw you a baby shower and told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They said they would be there to help, not necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right? They're grandparents. They're not parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
So don't you believe you should be financially supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents?
Hello.
I do, but at the
The judge breaks it down clearly. Grandparents are not parents. That line hits hard because it defines the entire case. Support doesn't mean surrendering responsibility. So when the daughter tries to twist past promises into lifelong obligations, it raises a serious question. Where do boundaries in family support actually lie?
Get your daughter's side of the story here, okay?
Okay, yeah, because I should be living my best life right now.
You say that, baby.
Traveling, seeing the world.
I do not necessarily
change
disagree with
They
that.
always act broke. It's crazy.
Whether they act like they have money or broke, the point is that they have raised you and your sister. They should not be raising you and your sister's children.
Yes, ma'am. I hear that, but I'm actually trying. I graduated high school.
Congratulations.
I'm in residency school.
Congratulations.
And Christy, on the other hand, who
We're not talking about her.
knows what
Excuse
she's
me,
doing in-
excuse me, we're not talking about
Okay.
Christy. We're here to talk about you. Let's not put any blame or anything on her. First of all, she's not here to defend herself.
Right?
Secondly,
Now the defense comes in, and it's weak. She points to a baby shower as proof of support, but the judge flips it instantly. Help doesn't equal takeover. And when she compares herself to her sister, it reveals something deeper. This isn't about fairness, it's about entitlement. Would you see it the same way?
And
I
hasn't
understand.
lived. She only kept him for a week.
A week, Your Honor.
Miss Paul, is that true?
Well, I had to get back to school.
So the answer is yes.
I'm out here trying to save lives. I mean, yes, but
But you're not trying to save your own
Oh,
baby's life?
Exactly.
What make that make sense?
when I have the time, I see him.
When? When's
Yeah,
the last
when?
time you came and
I
seen
was
him?
just there last week.
After
For
what, a
5
month?
minutes?
That's besides the point. I will make time.
How is
if
that
I
beside
need
the
to.
point?
This is their first time bringing up the time situation to me. So when it becomes a problem and they let me know, then I will make time.
Okay.
It's-
But it's your baby. This is a baby.
Here's where reality collides with fantasy. Living my best life, traveling, freedom. That's her vision. But the judge brings it back down to earth. You're a parent now. That shift is brutal, but necessary. Because at some point, dreams don't disappear, but responsibilities come first. The real question is, has she accepted that yet?
Zero. Do
Who's
you
the
know
dad
how many
anyway?
parents have gone to school? Excuse me, I'm talking to you. Address me.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Do you know how many parents have gone to school and have raised minor children? It happens every day, every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special. But since you're choosing this route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
I make about $48,000 a year.
This might be one of the most shocking parts. She admits she only kept her baby for a week. A week. That's not just absence, that's detachment. And when she calls her visits enough, you can feel the disconnect. So ask yourself honestly, can parenting ever be reduced to occasional visits?
What I want to know is, who's the father? I mean, what is the father doing? I mean,
You know, that is a good question, Mr.
mean-
Paul. Where is this child's father?
Do you even know who
Probably
he
in
is?
Hawaii with his wife or something.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
Why?
he's married?
I said it was a mistake. I said it was a mistake.
oh,
Okay. Now
Don't call
it's
him
making
a
sense
mistake.
now.
Call what you did was a mistake, but the
Exactly.
baby is not a mistake.
The judge doesn't hold back now. She dismantles the idea that going to school is some kind of excuse. Millions of parents do it every day. And then, boom, the income reveal. She's making $48,000 a year and didn't tell her parents. That's not just surprising. It changes the entire legal dynamic.
Not provide any financial support and then have the audacity not even to tell your parents how much money you're making. That's just wrong.
I didn't even think that I had to tell them how much money comes into
No.
my
No,
account.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Really?
You're wrong. And I'm not going to sit up here and play like you're not. I'm telling you to your face, you're wrong. So, net is $3,356.08. Who can, never mind. How much is health insurance for this baby?
What?
It's like 250?
250, yeah, 250.
For the baby alone?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're also gonna make you reimburse health insurance of $250.
Excuse me?
That oh, did you not hear me? You want me to say it a little louder? It's $250 for a health insurance reimbursement. Okay? Plus your child support obligation of $671.
Yes.
That brings monthly child support to $921.
And just when you think it couldn't get messier, the father enters the story. Married, in Hawaii, completely absent. Suddenly, the mistake comment makes more sense, but it doesn't justify anything. Because no matter how complicated the situation is, the child is still here. And someone has to step up.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not coming around. Like,
And you know
You're
what?
either gonna get
And
child
you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something. I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello?
back pay.
They asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank
so
you.
that $921 plus an additional $100 comes out to $1,021 that you're going to be paying.
and stuff like
Even
Visit.
though you were coming to
Yes.
visit, you just said something key. You said visit. You're the parent. They should be visiting,
Hello.
not the other way around. They've raised you and your sister. It's not their responsibility to raise your child. So since they have chosen to take on that responsibility, you're going to be responsible for the financial side. Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there all? I called you by your first name,
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Paul.
that's okay. That's okay. Anything else, baby?
Well, let's take what we can get because anything else?
Okay. No, I think
Want my
that's
money.
it.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, I'm sorry, excuse me, when you get done.
Yes, ma'am. Was there something else you needed to
No,
let me know?
ma'am.
Okay. I heard you mumble a little bit. I didn't know if you had something else to say.
I had something in my throat.
Oh, okay.
I bet you did.
Mrs. Paul. Mr. Paul, that's inappropriate.
Oh,
Mrs.
I'm sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry.
We just need to make sure, we need to set up, visit it.
Now comes the judgment, and it's heavy. Child support, health insurance, and back pay. Over $1,000 a month. The judge isn't just assigning numbers, she's enforcing accountability. And when the mother threatens to stop visiting because of the payments, it reveals everything. So what matters more here, money or connection?
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Honestly, Your Honor, I don't even know why I'm here. She wants an increase in child support, and I've been keeping our son for the past.
All right, guys, this one's gonna hit different. A father walks into court, not even sure why he's there, while the mother demands more child support, despite the child living with him for 3 years. Sounds upside down already, right? But what unfolds isn't just about money. It's about control, resentment, and a twist that changes everything. Stay with me, because this case flips expectations fast.
3 years.
All right, so that's why you're here.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, Your Honor.
You've been keeping your son for the past 3 years. Are you paying child support or are you paying child support?
I'm paying child support.
Right off the bat, you can feel the confusion. And honestly, the judge feels it too. The father has been raising the child full time, yet he's still paying support? That alone raises a major legal red flag. Child support is supposed to follow custody, not ignore it. So now the big question is, why hasn't this been corrected for 3 years?
Okay, I'll ask her to make sense of that for me. But for now, how does your son?
10.
10 years old, lives with you. You take care of his expenses and everything like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
You mind if I move over to her really
please.
quick? Because I need to make sense of why she filed this in court asking.
This is where things start unraveling. The judge zeroes in on the basics. Who the child lives with, who pays expenses, and it's crystal clear. Dad is doing everything. So when the mother asks for more money, it doesn't just sound unusual, it sounds disconnected from reality. What would you have done if you were in the judge's seat at this moment?
For an increase.
Well, I mean, I do buy things for my son, and it's expensive, and
All right, so does other parents. They buy things for their children,
Yes.
and it is expensive.
yes.
So why are you here?
Well, I have a business to run, and I need his help in order to buy these things for our son.
Wait a minute. Your son lives with him.
Yes.
Now here comes the justification, and it's weak. Saying kids are expensive doesn't hold up when you're not the primary caregiver. The law isn't based on occasional spending. It's based on responsibility and custody, and the judge sees right through it. You can almost feel the patience starting to wear thin.
Now he does, yes.
Now, as in 3 years ago?
3 years.
That's not now. No, it's not. 3 years he's been living with him.
Yes.
So you want an increase in child support
Yes.
to do what exactly?
To help my son, to buy things for my son.
Right. You work, right?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I have my own business. I'm a caterer.
Caterer. How much are you making in your catering business?
About 400,000.
400 what? You came here to waste my time.
I make $40,000 a year, Your Honor.
You came here to get an increase in child support so that you can pay for your catering business.
And then the bomb drops. She makes $400,000 a year. At that point, the entire argument collapses. This isn't about financial need anymore. It raises a deeper question. Is this really about the child or something else entirely? Because legally, this claim just lost all credibility.
Maybe you're missing it. It's going like this,
Well, he
going
wants
over
to
your
stop
head.
paying the child support, and I don't think that he should stop paying. I think he
He
should pay more.
should stop paying if the child has been living with him for the past 3 years. Under your
Child
original
support.
court order, Mr. Eugene, give me a second. Under your original court order, you were the person that the child was living with,
Yes.
not him.
Yes.
So that means you voluntarily relinquished conservatorship over to dad.
Yes.
Right. So dad should be the person receiving child support From you.
From me.
That's what I said.
This is the turning point. The judge explains something critical. By allowing the child to live with the father for 3 years, she effectively gave up primary custody rights. And in the eyes of the law, that changes everything. Now the system flips, and suddenly, she could be the one owing support. Did this moment change how you see the case?
That doesn't sound right to you?
No, ma'am.
Why doesn't that sound right? Because you're the mom.
Yes. And I have to buy things for my son, and I can't do it alone.
He buys things for your son.
Well, I need to do that too.
You make $400,000 a year, ma'am.
Well, I have employees and things to pay. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I don't think that he should stop paying the child support.
What do you think he should do?
Pay me more.
Pay you more?
Yes.
While your son lives with him?
Well, I still see my son.
Okay, yeah, but?
Like maybe once a month, you know.
Listen closely to her reasoning. It's emotional, not legal. I'm the mom isn't a valid argument in court. Responsibility isn't based on titles. It's based on actions. Meanwhile, dad has been consistently showing up, and the judge isn't buying anything that doesn't align with facts.
Maybe.
Oh, I see him more often than that.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe once a month.
I see him more often than that.
What's more often than that?
Well, once a week, maybe. I mean, when I have my business all day, and then I do extra catering in the evenings, and so I'm just really busy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm not, then I do go visit with my son. Not once a month.
Once a month.
No.
Maybe.
How many other children do you have that are under the age of 18?
I don't have any other children.
Okay. Keep talking, I'm listening. I'm just taking down some notes.
I've said my piece. I wanted an increase in the child support.
Who pays health insurance?
I do. Yeah.
How much is it?
200.
Is that for your son only, or that includes you?
That's just my son.
Okay.
I think with this.
Now we get into involvement, and it's revealing. Visiting once a week, maybe even less while running a business full-time. That paints a clear picture of priorities. And in custody cases, consistency matters more than claims. So ask yourself, can occasional presence outweigh daily responsibility?
What this started from is she may be a little upset. I'm dating her sister.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should have left with that, child. But
You probably should have.
yeah, I think it's some resentment going on.
You think?
Maybe. Could be, I
There are
guess.
plenty of women in the world. You didn't have to go for my sister.
I mean, that is kind of outside the scope of why we're here, but she does raise a...
And just when you think it's all about finances, here comes the real twist. He's dating her sister. Suddenly, everything starts making sense. This isn't just a legal battle. It's personal. Emotions, jealousy, resentment. They're all bleeding into this case. And now the courtroom tension just doubled.
Good point.
I mean,
you see why she's upset.
I'm a music teacher. Like, she plays the clarinet
Oh, okay.
really well.
So y'all been hitting notes together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
How long have y'all been hitting notes together?
Oh.
That's the question.
That's
yeah,
not
a
to
long
be discussed today, okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
40,000,
You brought it up.
400,000, okay?
You brought it up.
Well, I mean,
Well, nobody would be paying child support because we'd still be together if you weren't with my sister.
okay, look. You know what it is, okay? You know
Yeah,
what
you know
it
what
is.
it is.
And
I think everybody in here knows what it is.
that's all I'm saying.
Mr.
It didn't work out, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr.
She-
Eugene,
she-
I understand why she a little sour though.
Some things just
Her
happen.
sister?
Things just happen. You
Y'all
wasn't there.
just didn't happen.
You wasn't there.
This is where things get messy. Both sides start exposing underlying feelings rather than sticking to legal facts. And the judge recognizes it immediately. This case runs deeper than child support. It's about broken relationships, emotional fallout, and unresolved conflict spilling into court.
Deeper, well, a lot deeper than just child support. And
It ain't deep, Your Honor.
no, it is deep.
Yeah.
It is
He did
definitely
wrong.
deep. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to stop Dad's child support, okay? His child support should stop. You voluntarily relinquish the child to him, okay? So that means the rights that you had in terms of the child living with you primarily, you gave that up 3 years ago. So it's only fair that Dad stop paying child support. I'm going to deny your request for an increase, okay? Dad did make a request to put you on child support. So you will start paying child support today with your income.
Here comes the ruling, and it's decisive. The judge shuts down his payments completely and flips the obligation onto her. Why? Because custody determines support, not emotion, not titles, not income alone. This is a textbook example of how the law corrects imbalance. Fair doesn't always feel good, but it's consistent.
He made the request for you to pay child support. In Texas, you're capped at $9,200 for your net resources. So your monthly child support obligation giving you credit for the one, well, not credit, you have one child. So it's based on 20% of your income. That is going to bring your child support obligation to $1,840. Now, he also testified that he pays health insurance for your son. If you can get private health insurance, you do not have to reimburse him. But until that happens, you're going to be reimbursing him that $200. That brings your monthly obligation to $2,040 a month.
That's more than he was paying me.
He makes $40,000 a year. And as you can see, he likes music, okay? So
He likes people who play music.
right, he likes all of that.
Just one.
So we're just
up.
going to
Okay.
move forward, and then that's what your child support amount is going to be to him, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you have any other questions, sir?
No, thank you, Your Honor, for serving justice today.
You're very welcome. Although I must say, I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry.
Smile like he's proud of it.
I'm not proud.
In the end, this case wasn't just about money. It was about accountability. A father stepped up, a mother stepped back, and the court adjusted accordingly. But that personal twist, that's what made this unforgettable. So now I've got to ask you, was the ruling fair, or did emotions deserve more weight here? If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.